This video is not affiliated with, endorsed by, or sponsored by the National Institute for Automotive Service Excellence, ASE. It is created solely for educational purposes to help viewers expand their automotive knowledge and prepare for ASE-style topics. For official information, study materials, and certification details, please refer directly to ASE.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got something really helpful lined up for you. 50 practice multiple-choice questions to test your knowledge and help you study smarter. Whether you're brushing up for an exam, preparing for a certification, or just wanting to strengthen your automotive skills, this video is designed to guide you step by step. Grab a notebook, follow along, and see how many you can get right. Let's dive in and start learning together.
1. A sleeper cab AC complaint is, cooling is weak at idle but improves on the highway. Which is most likely? A. Overcharged system. B. Restricted TXV. C. Poor condenser airflow at idle. D. Low blower speed in bunk unit. The answer is C. Poor condenser airflow at idle. Explanation is that airflow rises with road speed. A weak fan, inoperative fan clutch, or clogged fins causes poor idle cooling. 2. After starting the AC, both low and high side pressures quickly equalize and stay near ambient pressure. Which fault fits? A. Stuck TXV closed. B. Inoperative compressor or clutch. C. Overcharge. D. Errand system. The answer is B. Inoperative compressor or clutch. Explanation is that without compression, suction and discharge equalize around static pressure. 3. A truck with an R134A TXV system shows low side very low, high side very high, and frost at TXV inlet. Which is most likely? A. Undercharge. B. Overcharge. C. TXV stuck closed or restricted. D. Weak compressor. The answer is C. TXV stuck closed or restricted. Explanation is that starved evaporator, low suction, and high head pressure with frosting at the restriction indicate a blocked metering device. 4. The best way to remove moisture from an MVAC system after opening it is to A. Purge with refrigerant. B. Evacuate with a vacuum pump. C. Blow out with shop air. D. Add extra oil. The answer is B. Evacuate with a vacuum pump. Explanation is that only deep vacuum boiling removes moisture. Venting or purging is illegal and ineffective. 5. A sleeper bunk heater produces weak heat. Engine temperature is normal. Both heater hoses to the bunk unit are cool. Suspect A. Failed blend door actuator. B. Stuck heater control valve closed. C. Plugged cabin air filter. D. Inoperative bunk blower. The answer is B. Stuck heater control valve closed. Explanation is that no hot coolant flow to the bunk pore results in both hoses staying cool.
6. R134A system static, engine off stabilized at 80 degrees Fahrenheit, shows approximately 86 psi both sides. This reading is A. Too low, indicates undercharge. B. Normal for 80 degrees Fahrenheit ambient. C. Too high, indicates overcharge. Or D. Unreliable, gauge is faulty. Answer B. Normal for 80 degrees Fahrenheit ambient. Explanation: static pressure roughly matches refrigerant saturation pressure at ambient temperature. 7. A vehicle with variable displacement compressor cools poorly. Clutch engages, but low and high both read slightly high with warm vents. Likely cause: A. Airflow across condenser too low. B. TXV stuck open. C. Internal control valve fault in compressor. Or D. System undercharged. Answer C. Internal control valve fault in compressor. Explanation: a failed control valve can hold displacement low. Both pressures drift toward higher and cooling is weak. 8. What is the primary purpose of the receiver dryer in a TXV system? A. Store refrigerant and oil only. B. Remove non-condensable gases. C. Filter debris and absorb moisture. Or D. Increase subcooling only? Answer C. Filter debris and absorb moisture. Explanation: the dryer uses desiccant and filtration to protect the TXV and compressor. 9. Technician A says a clogged condenser raises head pressure. Technician B says bugs and debris on the condenser have little effect. Who is correct? A only, B only, C, both A and B, or D, neither A nor B? Answer: A only. Explanation: reduced heat rejection raises discharge pressure, and debris matters a lot. 10. A bunk evaporator coil freezes over after 30 minutes. Which is most probable? A. Excessive blower speed. B. Low airflow across evaporator. C. Slight overcharge. Or D. High ambient humidity only? Answer: B. Low airflow across evaporator. Explanation: restricted airflow causes low surface temperature and icing. Check cabin filters, blower, doors. 11. A truck uses two evaporators, front and bunk. The front cools, bunk does not. Front and rear share the same compressor and condenser. First check. A. Rear TXV or orifice and its dryer. B. Front blend door. C. Compressor clutch gap. D. Condenser fan relay. Answer: A. Rear TXV or orifice and its dryer. Explanation: with dual evaporators, the rear's metering or flow path commonly fails independently. 12. High-low side pressure and high-side high pressure with poor cooling typically indicates A. Restricted TXV. B. Low refrigerant charge. C. Overcharge or inadequate condenser cooling. D. Weak compressor valves only. Answer: C. Overcharge or inadequate condenser cooling. Explanation: both conditions elevate pressures and reduce cooling. 13. Which oil is commonly specified for many R134A HD truck compressors? Always verify spec. A. Mineral oil. B. PAG oil, example, PAG 46 or 100. C. Silicone oil. D. ATF dextron. Answer: B. PAG oil, example, PAG 46 or 100. Explanation: R134A MVAC generally uses PAG. Viscosity depends on compressor manufacturer. 14. The best method to confirm a small evaporator leak without disassembly is A. Add sealant. B. Electronic leak detector at condensate drain. C. Visual inspection only. D. Lower system pressure. Answer: B. Electronic leak detector at condensate drain. Explanation: refrigerant collects and exits via the drain. Sniffing there is effective. 15. After replacing a failed compressor, you should also A. Reuse the old dryer to keep the correct oil balance. B. Replace or flush necessary components and install a new receiver dryer. C. Add double the oil to protect bearings. D. Charge with refrigerant first, then add oil. Answer: B. Replace or flush necessary components and install a new receiver dryer. Explanation: debris and moisture must be removed. New compressor requires clean system and proper oil. 16. A TXV system shows normal high side pressure but very low side pressure, and the evaporator outlet is substantially colder than inlet. Vent temp is warm. Likely cause: A. Plugged cabin filter. B. Evaporator internally restricted. C. TXV sensing bulb lost contact or insulation. D. Undercharge. Answer: C. TXV sensing bulb lost contact or insulation. Explanation: Bulb seeing a false cold causes the valve to close, starving the evaporator. 17. Technician A says subcooling is measured on the liquid line leaving the condenser dryer. Technician B says superheat is measured at the evaporator outlet. Who is correct? A only. B only. C, both A and B. D, neither. Answer, C, both A and B. Explanation, that's the standard measurement location for each. 18. Hissing at the TXV with rapid cycling and low cooling often points to A, overcharge, B, non-condensables, C, load charge, D, high blower speed. Answer, C, load charge. Explanation, starved evaporator and rapid pressure changes cause hissing and cycling. 19. A bunk HVAC with PTC electric heater assist blows hot initially, but output drops as current draw continues. Why? A. PTC elements fail when hot. B. PTC elements self-regulate. Resistance rises as they heat. C. Alternator output is too high. D. Blend door stuck. Answer, B. PTC elements self-regulate. Resistance rises as they heat. Explanation, PTC heaters deliver more current when cold and taper as they warm up. 20. The cabin air filter in a sleeper HVAC is primarily intended to A. Reduce refrigerant consumption, B. Protect evaporator and improve air quality, C. Increase compressor lubrication, D. Control blend door travel. Answer, B. Protect evaporator and improve air quality. Explanation, it blocks dust or debris from coating the evaporator.
21. A clutch won't engage. You jumper the clutch and it pulls in. System cools. What should you check first? A. TXV bulb. B. Pressure switch/temperature switch circuit. C. Receiver dryer weight. D. Condenser fin density. Answer, B. Pressure switch/temperature switch circuit. Explanation, controls may be opening the clutch circuit. Diagnosis starts there. 22. When evacuating a large HD system after major service, a good practice is A. 5 minutes at 29 Hg. B. Triple evacuation with nitrogen sweep as needed. C. Pull vacuum with the recovery machine's compressor. D. Evacuate only the low side. Answer, B. Triple evacuation with nitrogen sweep as needed. Explanation, large systems trap moisture. Nitrogen breaks it loose, and triple evac ensures dryness. 23. A truck with shutterstat, grill shutters, runs high head pressure with AC on. Shutters never open. The fix is to A. Replace the TXV. B. Open or repair the shutter control actuator. C. Add 1 pound of refrigerant. D. Replace the evaporator. Answer, B. Open or repair the shutter control actuator. Explanation, shutters must open for condenser airflow. 24. What is the function of an accumulator typically used with fixed orifice systems? A. Add subcooling to liquid. B. Store liquid refrigerant and prevent liquid slugging of the compressor. C. Raise suction pressure. D. Remove non-condensables. Answer, B. Store liquid refrigerant and prevent liquid slugging of the compressor. Explanation, it meters oil and refrigerant vapor to the compressor inlet. 25. Tech A says non-condensable gases raise head pressure. Tech B says they lower evaporator temperature dramatically. Who's right? A only. B, only B. C, both. D, neither. Answer, A, only A. Explanation, non-condensables displace condensing area and lift discharge pressure. They don't improve evaporator cooling.
Question 26. R134A is being recovered. Which is correct? A. Venting small amounts is legal if under 2 pound. B. Recovery is required, venting is prohibited. C. Venting is allowed only for nitrogen blends. D. Recovery not required on heavy trucks. Answer: B. Recovery is required, venting is prohibited. Explanation: EPA Section 609 prohibits refrigerant venting from MVAC. 27. A blend door position sensor fault would most likely cause A. Compressor knocking. B. Incorrect air temperature regardless of AC performance. C. High head pressure. D. Oil starvation. Answer: B. Incorrect blend door position mixes wrong amount of hot and cold air. Explanation: wrong blend door position mixes wrong amount of hot and cold air. 28. The evaporator temperature sensor is used to A. Cycle the compressor to prevent icing. B. Control condenser fan speed. C. Measure cabin humidity. D. Regulate alternator output. Answer: A. Cycle the compressor to prevent icing. Explanation: prevents the evaporator surface from dropping below freezing. 29. Proper PAG oil distribution after component replacement is best achieved by A. Pouring all oil into the suction port only. B. Dividing specified oil to replaced components and rotating the compressor by hand. C. Adding no oil because old oil remains. D. Adding oil through high-side service port under pressure. Answer: B. Dividing specified oil to replaced components and rotating the compressor by hand. Explanation: ensures correct distribution and prevents a dry start. 30. A condenser fan clutch that never engages will cause A. Low head pressure. B. High head pressure and poor cooling at idle. C. Low suction pressure and frost. D. Overheating only when moving. Answer: B. High head pressure and poor cooling at idle. Explanation: without airflow, the condenser can't reject heat.
31. A system is undercharged. What are typical gauge readings? A. Low side, high side. B. High side, high side. C. Low side, high side. D. High side, high side. Answer: C. Low side, high side. Explanation: starved system drops both sides. 32. Best first step when a cabin smells musty with AC on. A. Replace compressor. B. Clean or replace cabin filter and treat evaporator case drain. C. Add more oil. D. Replace TXV. Answer: B. Clean or replace cabin filter and treat evaporator case drain. Explanation: microbial growth on evaporator is common. Address airflow and drainage. 33. A receiver dryer with desiccant breakdown will most likely A. Improve subcooling. B. Release beads that clog the TXV screen. C. Reduce head pressure. D. Increase evaporator heat transfer. Answer: B. Release beads that clog the TXV screen. Explanation: desiccant debris migrates downstream and blocks metering. 34. Which statement is true about R134A charge amount? A. Overcharge slightly improves cooling. B. Charge level is not critical on TXV systems. C. Overcharge increases head pressure and reduces performance. D. Undercharge increases subcooling. Answer: C. Overcharge increases head pressure and reduces performance. Explanation: too much liquid elevates head and worsens condenser efficiency. 35. A bunk blower works only on high speed. Usual cause: A. Failed blower resistor or driver. B. Shorted TXV bulb. C. Stuck heater valve. D. Failed evaporator. Answer: A. Failed blower resistor or driver. Explanation: lower speeds rely on resistors or a controller. High bypasses them. 36. Which is the safest leak test method after repairs? A.
Oxygen pressure test. B. Nitrogen pressure test with trace refrigerant and electronic detector. C. Compressed shop air at 200 psi. D. Pure refrigerant pressure test. Answer B. Nitrogen pressure test with trace refrigerant and electronic detector. Explanation: dry nitrogen is safe, inert. A small trace of refrigerant enables electronic detection. 37. A variable displacement compressor's control solenoid is stuck full stroke. Expected readings: A. Very low suction, very high discharge, evaporator freezing. B. High suction, low discharge. C. Normal pressures, no cooling. D. Equalized pressures. Answer: A. Very low suction, very high discharge, evaporator freezing. Explanation: maximum displacement drives pressures apart, risk of icing. 38. Condenser subcooling that is near zero indicates A. Restricted TXV, B. Undercharge or inadequate condensing, C. Overcharge, D. Excessive airflow. Answer: B. Undercharge or inadequate condensing. Explanation: little to no liquid reserve indicates low charge or poor heat rejection. 39. A vehicle cools well initially, then the clutch cycles rapidly and head pressure spikes. The condenser outlet is extremely hot. Likely cause: A. Over-oiled system, B. Cooling fan inoperative intermittently, C. TXV stuck open, D. Heater core leak. Answer: B. Cooling fan inoperative intermittently. Explanation: loss of airflow drives head pressure up and forces rapid cycling. 40. Which statement about dual-loop, front bunk systems is true? A. Each loop must have an independent compressor. B. A single condenser can serve both with proper valving and metering. C. Both loops always use fixed orifices. D. Oil is not shared. Answer: B. A single condenser can serve both with proper valving and metering. Explanation: common in sleeper cabs, shared compressor condenser, separate evaporators, metering. 41. A sight glass shows persistent bubbles with AC on, subcooling is low, vent air is warm. Most likely: A. Normal operation, B. Overcharge, C. Undercharge, D. Air in system. Answer: C. Undercharge. Explanation: bubbles plus low subcooling indicate insufficient liquid refrigerant. 42. The TXV sensing bulb should be mounted A. On the liquid line after the dryer, B. On the suction line at evaporator outlet well insulated, C. On the discharge line, D. In the condenser outlet. Answer: B. On the suction line at evaporator outlet well insulated. Explanation: it must read true outlet temperature for proper control. 43. When replacing a parallel flow condenser, the preferred service action is A. Flush and reuse, B. Replace it, cannot be effectively flushed, C. Heat with a torch to dry, D. Add extra oil to compensate. Answer: B. Replace it, cannot be effectively flushed. Explanation: parallel paths trap debris, replacement is standard. 44. A hybrid bunk AC/APU system uses an electric compressor when parked. Main concern during service: A. Overfilling engine oil, B. High voltage lockout, tagout, and correct POE/PAG oil per spec, C. Transmission fluid temperature, D. Air brake dryer purge. Answer: B. High voltage lockout, tagout, and correct POE/PAG oil per spec. Explanation: safety and correct lubricant for electric compressors are critical. 45. Cabin won't heat well at idle on a cold day. Upper radiator hose is warm, heater hose is lukewarm, coolant low. First step: A. Replace thermostat, B. Top off coolant and bleed air from the heater circuit, C. Replace heater core, D. Replace water pump. Answer: B. Top off coolant and bleed air from the heater circuit. Explanation: low coolant or air pockets reduce heater core flow. 46. A compressor shows oily residue at the shaft seal area. System charge is gradually decreasing. Diagnosis: A. Normal weep hole operation. B. Shaft seal leak. C. Condenser leak. D. Receiver dryer leak only. Answer: B. Shaft seal leak. Explanation: oil marks refrigerant leaks at the hub indicates seal failure. 47. You measure 18 degrees Fahrenheit superheat at the evaporator outlet on a TXV system with poor cooling. Typical target is 8 to 12 degrees Fahrenheit. Likely: A. TXV underfeeding, too tight. B. Overcharge. C. High humidity only. D. Blend door stuck hot. Answer: A. TXV underfeeding, too tight. Explanation: excess superheat means the evaporator is starved. 48. The best practice for charging by weight on a system with no label is to: A. Charge until sight glass clears. B. Use generic 3.0 pound rule. C. Look up OEM service information for that exact configuration. D. Charge until low side is 30 psi. Answer: C. Look up OEM service information for that exact configuration. Explanation: capacity varies widely, especially on dual evap systems. 49. A truck's AC line ruptured and the system was open to atmosphere for a week. Before charging, you should: A. Replace the TXV only. B. Replace the receiver dryer, flush and inspect, evacuate thoroughly. C. Add dye and charge immediately. D. Replace the evaporator only. Answer: B. Replace the receiver dryer, flush and inspect, evacuate thoroughly. Explanation: moisture saturation requires new desiccant and thorough decontamination. 50. Which condition most likely indicates a weak compressor, worn valves? A. Low side, high side. B. High side, low side with clutch engaged. C. Equalized static pressure. D. Low side, high side. Answer: B. High side, high side with clutch engaged. Explanation: compression ratio collapses. Suction stays high, discharge low, cooling poor.
Thanks so much for studying with us today. I hope these practice questions helped boost your confidence and sharpen your skills. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next study session. You can click the links on screen right now to watch another study video and keep your learning going. I'll see you over there.